I uploaded a video to YouTube talking about the Inspiration tab, YouTube's AI that takes your content and creates AI-generated video ideas from it. Now, mine uses a lot of Life Series and Hermitcraft content, which generates a lot of questionable results, and y'all really liked that video and didn't seem to know that feature existed. So there was a lot of comments talking about that and even making stuff up to try to confuse the AI. But I realized that I had even more footage of AI generated responses that just really don't understand Hermitcraft or the Life series. So I figured, why not make a part 2 to that video? So enjoy some more questionable and interesting AI generated video ideas about Hermitcraft, the Life series, and just things that did not really happen. Ooh, okay. Who will win past life? Cleo's hidden chances. Okay, the reason why I saved this one, because if you read my past life prediction or watched the video, you would know I did not talk about Cleo in that video much, because I was not thinking that Cleo was going to win, no offense to Cleo, but I did have a video that was in the works around when Limited Life was a thing, when that was actually premiering and having episodes actually come out, because I thought Cleo was going to win Limited Life, and that's why I got really concerned that my AI was watching me. Because I know this feature wasn't around then, but I swear this AI is like in my walls or something. Because like, why do you know who I was predicting would be a thing for Limited Life? Unless, of course, it somehow knows enough about the soulmates theory to know that I thought Cleo might be an option for a winner. But that also doesn't work because Cleo's soulmate. This is hurting my brain. Cleo already won. What? I don't understand. I think the more I'm reading these, the more it hurts my brain cells. Let's look at the hooks. Oh, it only gave us one this time. The AI does not want to work with itself either. So, intrigue and speculation hooks. Is Cleo a dark horse or a strategic genius we've underestimated? Forget what you think you know about her past life performance. This video exposes the less obvious maneuvers and potential winning routes Cleo has subtly woven into her game. The question isn't if she can win, but how she's been setting it up. I would never use the dark horse or strategic genius thing, but the AI is not half wrong with Cleo being a good candidate to win, but sort of for the wrong reasons. Cleo set up a lot of alliances for herself, even if some were tentative, which was good. It's just the problem was her ally Martin did the exact same thing, and that's partially why he won, or at least, in my opinion, that helped a lot in him winning. So, same strategy, wrong person. I kind of want to see if that's what it talked about in its outline. Cleo's calculated connections. Oh, interesting. The AI actually might know something. Analyzing her unique approach to forming alliances and their true purpose. Examining specific instances where her casual interactions paid off strategically. Guys, the AI is watching me. The AI is a watcher confirmed. The AI is the true game master. The game master wasn't actually Grumbot, but a secret third option. Oh no! How our relationships quietly shaped the group's power dynamic, diving into moments where Cleo influenced events without direct confrontation. Huh. You know, she actually did build the arena for that duel. She was trying to help Tango at one point. So the AI is not actually entirely wrong, which is kind of concerning, considering that the whole point of this video is that the AI is really dumb and doesn't actually know what it's doing. But you know what it did get wrong? Well, apparently it couldn't create a fifth thumbnail, so that's a little weird. But the thumbnails, no one is gonna click on these. It says it's inspiration from other creators, including Martin, of all people. This is why I'm saying other people's data is being used to influence what other people are doing, because it is straight up trying to use other random people. So sorry to Grian Clips, Random N, and In the Littlewood Shorts, but y'all's content is being fueled to other people. So just so y'all are aware, no matter what you are putting into YouTube, even if it's something as simple as a comment, it is going to be used to fuel their AI, which is very sad. Because somehow it took Martin's thumbnail and Random Ends and Green Clips, which is a short, I'm realizing. But still, shorts can have thumbnails if you do it properly. So all of these actually work for the contexts that they are given. But these thumbnails are just so bad. Like, there's no text explaining what it is, and when it does, it is cluttered by just so much stuff. It does not work. There's random Egyptian stuff being thrown into here. I'm assuming because her name is Cleo, but I would never click on this video because none of them give any context for what I'm about to watch. And one of them is just a random sphere. Like, why are we getting random spheres in these thumbnails? This makes absolutely no sense. Beyond Decked Out 3, Hermitcraft Season 10 predictions. I think AI knows that everyone wants Decked Out 3. So it's like, you know what? Let me just scooch a little Decked Out 3 in there. Let's just put some salt in the wound that, Tango doesn't have extra hours in the day to pour into an entire extra minigame. Tango already made Hungry Hermits. Like, he only has so much time to do in Season 10. He can't do an extra minigame like that. Also, I don't think the thumbnails know what Decked Out is, because if you look at these, what the heck are these? None of these are decked out. At least with this one, it's like trying, with the title being in the thumbnail, but no one's gonna be able to read that text from far away. It's just so small. And like the rest of these, I think it's just going with random video game-esque aesthetics, because it has no idea what it's actually talking about. And look at these. Spidey Steve, more Hermitcraft, Mumbo Jumbo. How did you get from these, which are actually like decent thumbnails, to this? You couldn't even at least like try to include something vaguely Hermitcraft. But then if it includes something vaguely Hermitcraft, it means that it's like stealing a lot of data to get there. So, we don't actually want that. Oh my gosh, it actually did slightly better with its outlines and not having them be insanely long. Post Decked Out 3 Vibe Shift. Well, there was no vibe shift because Decked Out 3 did not happen. So we can scratch that one off the list. Mega Bases Reimagined. Y'all, what did we miss out on? Was there a season 10.5 I was unaware of? What happened with Mega Bases? The Hermit Dynamic Mixer. Predict new duos or unexpected collaborations that would emerge and moving beyond existing established friendships. I feel like most of them already chat with each other to a certain extent. Like, obviously, there are some where it's a little hard because, like, Wells is not on as often. I know at one point, that was a few years ago, I think, he was like serving in the military, so, he couldn't really do a lot of videos, and he's fairly chill about his upload schedule. But, like, I feel like a lot of them talk to each other fairly often. Consider the return of older hermits or new interactions with less frequently seen members. Dang, I just talked about Wells. Okay, well, I think we already got that off the list. Discuss the potential for meta interactions like charity streams or real world events. AI. I'm going to hold your hand, your metaphysical, digital, unreal hand, and say, that is not a thing. Because it already exists. The charity streams and the real life events already happened. And there's a new event that is ending Hermitcraft Season 10. You know why all of your data from my channel is about Hermitcraft Season 10? Because it is ending with a large event with guests and everything. They're doing a minigame extravaganza. Not including Decked Out 3. Because Decked Out 3 is not real. I'm sorry I had to tell you like this. AI is not AI is not taking over the world, y'all. The AI does not have the brain power for that, I think. Oh, we have another watcher symbol one. Solving the watcher symbol's mystery. What it means. And we have even more somewhat interesting eyeballs. Why is this man going over to a clearly possessed tree? What is this? At least it tried with the Watcher Eye this time. If I did not know it was AI, you could kind of tell it's AI. There is some random, like, symbol at the top that clearly does not need to be there. But if you told me that that was, like, fan art from somebody about the Watcher, I'd be a little confused, but, like, I'd accept it. That's actually, like, somewhat passable Watcher Eye fan art. Is it a good thumbnail? Absolutely not. That's completely terrible. But it's at least trying a little bit. The other ones make absolutely zero sense, though. I don't know where it's getting these from. Does it have any inspirations from us? None of these are related to Hermitcraft. What is The Watcher a Netflix series? Is that what's throwing AI off? Is there like some Netflix series I'm unaware of that's like called The Watcher? because I don't know where it's getting this random nonsense from. I'm gonna be so for real. Let me know in the comments, like, what your thoughts are on all this, because, like, I am actively losing brain cells as we speak. Okay, let's see what it's got for us. Analyze the symbol's visual components, its lines, shape, and overall aesthetic, and what these might subtly imply. Bro, it is a box with dots and lines. I think the main thing that it's implying is its connection to the Evo SMP. It's really not that deep. At a certain point, you gotta know when to realize there's limits, you know what I mean? Like, at a certain point, you gotta know when to stop. And I think we're stopping at trying to do color theory on the watcher symbol. At this point, the only real overall aesthetic or analysis of visual components you can do is watchers equal purple. Oh, discuss how the symbol might relate to the watcher entity itself, or if it represents something broader within the series universe. The watcher symbol is for the watchers? No! You're kidding! That's crazy. I would have never thought of that. Nice job, AI. This AI is so dumb. Scar's redstone. Hermitcraft contraptions gone wrong. I don't know who this man is, though. Let's look at this. Why is there an evil sorcerer poking out of a cube? Wait. Can I expand this? Can I expand this? Bro, that's Scar the lion from The Lion King on a built ender dragon out of redstone. That is actually crazy. Okay. I know the AI is bad, but that's just a whole nother level of like, what is this? Why are the villages burning? That's really bad, actually. Is that also supposed to be Scar? Like, Scar the lion as a bipedal wizard? Burning down Minecraft villagers, some of which don't have noses? That's just so bad. It's like, this is a whole another level of bad, because it's like actually trying this time. It's like actually putting in the effort to follow the theme. This is actually somewhat decent, only for it to be so far off at the same time. And like, you can look, it's actually taking it from like Hermit Clips and Grian. It's like actually taking from the creators this time, only for it to be so far off. And a lot of this ties back into the license to YouTube, because when we sign up for the service, we are accepting the terms and conditions, which makes sense. But a lot of us either don't read it or don't understand fully how far this extends. So the license to YouTube, and by providing content to the service, you grant YouTube a worldwide, non-exclusive, royalty-free, sub-licensable, and transferable license to use that content, including to reproduce, distribute, prepare derivative works, display, and perform it in connection with the service and YouTube's and its successors and affiliates' business, including for the purpose of promoting and redistributing part or all of the service. Now, most of this makes sense, right? Because we want our videos to do well, we want them to explore other audiences and see who might like our content and will comment and do all of the YouTube things. But this also includes YouTube's AI. As you see, for license to other users, we grant each user a worldwide non-exclusive royalty-free license to access our content, to use it, and perform it only as enabled by a feature of the service. So there are things with other users. So, for example, third-party company AIs, we can check off that we don't want them to use our content. This is the same with auto dubbing, which is another YouTube AI feature. We don't have to agree to it. But with the inspiration tab, a different YouTube AI, we are agreeing as part of our license to YouTube that we are letting them use our stuff. And because of how content is worded, this can include a lot of things. As you can see, content on the service. The content on the service includes videos, audio, graphics, photos, text, such as comments and scripts, branding, including trade names, trademarks, service marks, or logos, interactive features, software, metrics, and other materials, whether provided to you, YouTube, or a third party, collectively content. So Any form of content, including comments and other things, will likely be included in your YouTube AI tool because it's what YouTube, as per its terms and service, is allowing itself to use. So this feature is an interesting feature. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think it's really useful, at least for me. I don't ever really see myself using it. And I don't really think a lot of these AI tools are just going to benefit a user. I feel like you could learn a lot more learning from other YouTubers and other people than you will from using an AI tool. And you're honestly doing yourself a favor by building your own skills and by learning what actually does well with your audience. But I'm kind of curious, what do y'all think about this AI tool? What do you think about its responses? I feel like, especially for theory videos and theory content, it's a lot more useful to just form your own opinions on it, but I'm curious to see what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know in the comments what sort of crazy ideas y'all have on all of this. And if y'all want to watch other videos from me about the Life series, you can watch this playlist right here for all of my Life series videos. But with that, I hope y'all have a magnificent day, and I'll see y'all later.